Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is another Marine ECM, this time working in a 6.0 Indmar MEFI 4. This is sent to me by Nolan painter. I think he's from Tennessee, as far as the address that I could get on the box because he didn't put that information on the note. So this one is 2006 Mastercraft X30 6.0 Indmar Vortec MEFI 4. He said they have check powers and grounds, and I mean, just name everything, and the computer is acting weird. He said when it started, only idle for like 1 second and it cuts off. I am right now only having the computer on, so let me turn this off. The first thing, let's just start, with the normal thing. Let's see if the fuel pump primes, which I already know it does not. So we have no fuel prime. So that is strike one on the computer. The firewall reference is only showing 0.2 volts, so 200 millivolts, and I'm getting already a signal on the injectors with nothing. I mean, I have no crankshaft position sensor signal going on. See, when this is running, I am providing the signals in here. So without even me doing anything, so there is no crankshaft or camshaft position sensor signal, I can see a 1.1 millisecond signal going in there. I can see these two lights for the two bank of injectors kind of like flashing, and we can see that in here. So there is definitely something shorting inside the computer that is creating that activation when it's not supposed to happen. So this is not looking good for this computer. This is very uncommon. I have not seen this behavior. So we're going to select MEFI 4 and we're going to try to connect, and I know already there is no communication based on what I see. I mean, there is no firewall reference. Look like a shorted computer internally, and no fuel pump prime. So definitely, yes, there is no communication. So I'm going to open the computer and see what we see. Just so we can see, or he can see that this is his computer. I put the name over. Um, as far as the part number, the last digit 0144, and this is a MEFI 4. All right, guys, so let me stop the video right here and see what I can see when I open it up. If I see something that I need to bring to your attention, I will probably start the video again and put the camera so we can all see that. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got the computer open. I don't see nothing obviously or obvious. Um, Let me just get the camera close so you can see. I mean, everything looks pristine. I don't see any burn components or nothing. I am definitely seeing problems. We'll still have that glitch in there of the injectors kind of like trying to fire even though there is no command for it. And that is not uncommon when you're not having a completely power up computer. So partial of the computer is receiving power and partial not. So again, I have completely mapped out this computer. So I got all the values from known good computers. I have extensive hours doing this, so I know this computer is pretty good. This is the microprocessor, so we have these three plated or silver lines in here. The outside should be 5-volt reference. The center is a ground, and the inner one is a 3.3 volts. So let's see what we're missing. Let's check the outer ring. So I'm going to use the microscope to not do any damage to the computer, so I can touch carefully here, and we are getting in there 0.4 volts. So that is no good. Let's see how much we got in the inner ring. Um, but if I don't have the 5 volts, I'm not expecting to see anything in here. And yes, we don't have that. So that's why we are seeing all this weird behavior on the computer. So we should have 13 volts in here. Let me put the light so you guys can see that better. And the wire is under here. So give me 1 second. All right, so again, let's touch in here. We should have 13 volts, and we do. So like I said, the powers and grounds are getting inside the computer. I know because, this is my setup. I should have 6.3 volts in here, and I'm getting a cycling voltage 9, 10, 9, 10. Let's see that, this is no good. This should be 12.4 and 12.6. So, okay, this should be a 5 volts cap in here. We got only 2.2 volts, 2.4 volts. So definitely we have a voltage regulator problem. These are a 50% chance to repair. I have revived some computers. So what I'm going to do to get rid of that injection, you see how both banks are firing in here, 1.1, 1.2. So I'm going to provide a 5-volt reference onto a cap in here close to the voltage regulator. So again, let me make sure that I'm putting this in the correct spot. Before I do this, I want you to see this. You see the amperage this computer is drawing right now is like 40 milliamps, so it's definitely not powering up. All right, so I'm going to do this very carefully. So I'm now providing the 5 volts in there. I want you to see now we have 250 milliamps, and that injection glitch is gone. So that's also telling me that yes, I am in the right track, and there is indeed the 5-volt regulator or the voltage regulator, because it's not just the 5 volts, it's the 3.3, 2.8, 1.1, and 1.8 that this computer needs to operate properly that they're missing. So that is just one of the legs. I have again mapped out everything, and we have 5 volts, 5.3, 3.3, 3.3, and so on around in there. So I'm going to remove the gel and that covering around that voltage regulator. I have done some uh, again repairs. Let me just show you what this should look. And now you understand how I have so much knowledge on this computer. So this is again one of the computers that I have as a guinea pig, and I got all the signals out as you can see there. So I know exactly what each of those lines should be looking into it or should look like. So, and where they go to. So I'm going to try to see if I can make this one work. Because again, this is a 50% chance to do it, but I have to contact Nolan because this is as far as the testing goes. I have confirmed the computer is not working. I will need to spend time more in trying to do this, but it's a 50% chance of success and a 50% chance of not success. So if the customers approve me to go that way, I will incur an extra charges with not a guarantee because it's a 50-50 chance. And if he doesn't want to do it, then I just put it back together and send it to him. So let me contact Nolan and see what he wants to do, and then I will hopefully make this work. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will stop this as a part one for Nolan, and then if it's repairable, I will be providing a second part with the computer running if it's a successful repair. Otherwise, I will just probably put on the comments the results of what this, if depends on how it goes. All right. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.